Hi, I haven't made a video in what feels like 200 years, and a few days ago I received an email from the Danish Trade Mark Authority, and it was really an interesting email because there was a link to an article that they have made, and it's really a heads up. I have a note, so when I look down, that's why, because I want to make sure that I get everything across to you, because this is really important. So this is a heads up to anyone who's an inventor, a business owner, or an entrepreneur, obviously. Because, and even if you don't see yourself as any of these, if you create anything, you fall into one of these categories, okay? Just please accept that. Because this is what this campaign is about. It's actually a campaign that they have created. And the campaign is for you to become aware of and make an informed decision about your intellectual property. And that is your trademark, your patent, your design, and all these things. And I know that you may not personally think that this is intellectual property. You may actually refer to it as your heart creations, and that's totally okay. It's the same thing. I've been over this before, and you think that it comes from your heart, and we say that it comes from your intellect. Doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. You created it, it's unique, it's got your thumbprint on it, that's all that matters. So what they had done was not just create a photograph, which was what I saw first, or a photograph, but also a video. And it's really, really interesting because the technology that we have today is amazing. It's mind-blowing, seriously. With something called deepfake. Fake images, video can be created of us. And at first when I saw the picture, I thought, okay, that is totally not the same person, which is not the reaction that they wanted, I don't think, because they would want you to think when you first saw the image, oops, that is actually the very same person. But for me, the nose and the eyes and the mouth and the cheeks were quite different. However, I suppose that if you don't pay attention to detail, you could have been fooled by it. What's really important is that with this technology, it's really, really easy for competitors to create content that is supposedly coming from you. Because when I clicked on the video related to the article, I saw that a video had been created with video footage, photographs, voice recordings to make it look as if it was the same person but in a different version kind of thing. And it's really, really important because you have to know that anything that you put your creative juices into and also your hard work can be copied and stolen if you don't protect it. I happen to agree with that message, funnily enough, being a trademark expert and an award-winning one at that. So, as I said, it's a heads up. So you really want to become aware of what this can do, what kind of harm this can inflict on you and your business, because the technology is advancing at the rate of knots. I'm just turning a paper here. And if you don't protect what you have, then somebody else either can, perform the protection in your place and then reap the financial benefit from it. And then in Denmark, because this is the Danish Trade Mark Authority, of course this is about Denmark. Imagine though what that would be like if it was here that it took place. It would probably be on a much bigger scale, the numbers that I'm now referring to. So there are 11 different sectors that are affected by this in Denmark, and they lose 4.2% of direct sale because of copied goods. This is the equivalent of 6.17 billion Danish kroner that they don't, the 6.17 billion Danish kroner is money that the legitimate businesses are not making. And this also means that there is a loss of 4,000 jobs in Denmark alone. And Denmark is a really small country, okay? So imagine what that would be like over here. The UK is so much bigger. Denmark, I think, has something between 6 and 7 million inhabitants. Imagine what it would be like over here. We've got way more inhabitants here in the UK, and the video that was created was you know, very clever. There were some hiccups in it. I don't know if that was made on purpose or not, but as with sometimes with AI, it was stuttering kind of thing, and there were like little glitches, and obviously they made transitions going back and forth so that you could see the actual person that they were copying. And that's a famous Danish entrepreneur and investor. And as the investor side of this female person, she said that she was very much aware of how you were protecting your intellectual property. And the funny thing is, they actually say the same in The Dragon's Den, don't they? So just be aware of what it is that you've got, and be aware that it actually may need protection, not just for your own sake, but for the future of your business. Because this deepfake is really serious, and it can harm all of us if we're not careful, if we don't protect ourselves. And the whole point in them making that campaign was to show us how easily it can be faked. So this is my message. Be aware of your intellectual property. It doesn't have to be trademarks. It can be patents, it can be copyrights, it can be design rights, you know, and then take action to protect it. Personally, I work with trademarks and copyrights, and that's it. However, if you need me to point you in the direction of somebody else, I can absolutely do that. I really appreciate you watching this video of mine. I was going to write this as a post on LinkedIn, and then, as with all posts on LinkedIn, you can't really get all the detail into it. So I decided to do a video because I hadn't done one in what felt like 100 years or something like that. So if you like this video, please click subscribe, and please give it a thumbs up and share responsibly. That means make sure that anyone who sees it knows that I'm the one who created it. I'm Celeste. I'm an award-winning trademark specialist, as I said at the beginning of this video. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye.